straight wins.
All right, just a quick little update on how things are going in Standard 2022 with Warlock Rock. So if you haven't checked out the deck tech for this list, it's in the first set of games that I've recorded on the channel. And you can check out the list on Ether Hub as well. The link's in the description. So as you can see, we have made Diamond Tier tonight. Pretty cool. Had 4 wins to go before tonight and railed off 4 straight wins. So pretty cool little achievement. Never really been this high on any of the ladders before, just because I haven't bothered to grind out, super huge number of games. But the deck has felt really, really good. So nice thing to get with 3 days left in this current season. I think I'm going to be taking a break and then trying to push toward Mythic before rotation. So should be very exciting. And just want to pull up a couple of statistics about the deck. So first one, as you can see, I've been playing exclusively some version of this list for all of Standard 2022. I have not played anything else. You can see here this version of the list, the WLRS. The S stands for Shambling Ghast. So since I added Shambling Ghast to the deck, this version of the list has had a 71% win rate on the ladder. So that's primarily Platinum tier. And then since the last change I made to the deck, which was I'll show this in more detail in a second, dropping 2 copies of Spirit of the Elder Guard for a 4th Shambling Ghast and a single Lair of the Hydra. But since those 2 changes, the deck is 18-3. So did have to say goodbye to the 2 copies of Spirit of the Elder Guard, but I feel like it was very much worth it. Spirit was kind of awkward sometimes, dies the Blizzard Brawl very easily. Gets blocked by Faceless Haven, which is really annoying. So the whole one-hit KO threat with Warlock Class just wasn't really working out. I mean, it's nice to find the Faceless Havens out of the deck, but I feel like I've been finding those often enough anyway. And the one Lair of the Hydra has won me a couple of games too against like blue-red dragons. They just sometimes really can't deal with this card at all. So the other thing I want to look at is some of the deck's matchups here. So this is the Shambling Ghast version of the deck. As you can see here, there's one really kind of notable tidbit that this deck is undefeated against black-white decks. So that's not only black-white snow control with Professor of Symbology, Lolth, Kaya, faced that I think 5 times, and then Black-White Angels are 2 of the matchups. That matchup felt really easy also, and there was a Black-White Cleric deck in there too. So pretty much all those matchups have just been, I felt really, really comfortable. So I feel like this is kind of small sample size. Eventually I'm going to lose a game to one of these decks, but the matchups felt really good no matter what kind of shell it is. And then black-green decks too, 6-2 record. So I dropped one of my games to the Warlock Class deck in the first set that I recorded. It's on the channel. But most of the matchups have felt good. Having Harness Infinity for it's awesome. So having one-hit combo is really good too. The other thing, kind of surprising, 4-1 against mono white. I think some of this has to do with the small sample size. I felt like I've drawn really well against it. I've had really good draws with like Shambling Ghast. So that might be part of it. They don't really have like the haste that the Goblin deck does. You can see not so good against the Goblin decks. And maybe my draws just aren't as good against Goblins, but I feel like their haste gives me issues. So if you're able to deal with like their 2-drops in mono white, if you have check for traps on the play, this deck has 3 copies of Bloodchief Thirst. I feel like it's very manageable. So really cool find there. I thought the matchup was going to be hard, but has not been. And then 3-0 against blue-red decks. I believe these are all blue-red dragons. So I haven't really had a blue-red dragon deck like chain Aldrin's Epiphanies against me. But I have had check for traps just devastate them. I mean, if you get like, they're kind of threat light, or if you get like the gold span out of their hands, or even like Galazeth, and if they draw the wrong side of their deck and they just have frostbites, you just get to set up against them. So I don't know. This matchup it feels tense. It doesn't feel super good, but we're 3-0. So the other thing there is they can't get Warlock Class off the table. So if you have Scourge of the Skyclaves, they're probably going to die. So that's kind of the other thing. Tough matchups. I haven't played against Mardu Sacrifice much, but that's obviously still very tough if I run into it. I feel like I'm better now with the 4 Shambling Ghast, and I think the introduction of Annihilation might be good there, but I haven't really played it enough. Gruul aggro, I've seen this a couple of times. I feel like my draws have been really bad, so I haven't really gotten much of a fair shake against it. Love to be able to play some more games against that. The black-red, so I've actually played this against this a couple of times. One was with an earlier version of this deck. This is like a black-red dragon deck with, I've seen like Ebon Death, Goldspan Dragon, Inferno of the Star Mounts, Blood on the Snow. It's going much bigger than a lot of the dragon decks are. It's got some recursion. It's got a lot of haste and flash. I think it's probably, I mean, I've played against it twice and I've just gotten destroyed. So I wonder if we're gonna see more of that deck, because I mean it seems genuinely powerful. Maybe its curve is kind of high against aggro decks, but I'm interested in that list. And then these other matchups, I don't think there's really much to say about them. So yeah, I'm gonna keep playing this on the ladder. It's felt amazing. This whole deck, I don't think I'd make, other than maybe like the 7th lesson here, I'm probably not making a change to this for a while. Stay tuned when the next season rolls around. I'm probably going to be recording more sets and trying to make a push toward Mythic. Excited to keep playing more games with this list. So until next time, see you later.